What's going on, guys? This is Trey. I'm the Tennessee Ant Keeper, and thank you guys for joining me for this first part of moving my Camponotus pennsylvanicus colony into the Ant Shack, Paris. Now, I was gonna wait to move this colony until after I got back from Disney World this weekend, but unfortunately it's not gonna happen because they are trying to find a new suitable nest location to store all their eggs and brood piles. So unfortunately I gotta move them sooner, but fortunately it provides us with some pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to show you guys what I got here. Obviously I got the ant nest. I feel like this is a good starter nest for them because, you know, there's only about 6 or 7 workers and a couple of like I said, egg larvae, and there's a couple of cocoons in there. So this is like perfect size for them, just to kind of get them on their feet, you know, feel more, you know, more colonized, I guess you could say. And that may not be the right word, but that's what I'm going to go with, just because in that test tube they are so tight together that it's really hard for them to kind of walk around each other, I've noticed. So this move will be good. So I'm going to start by taking some of this cotton that came with the ant nest, and oh my, it's a lot of it. Cotton. I didn't realize how much cotton. Okay, so I've got the ant nest here. We're going to put the cotton in it. As you can see, it goes in this hole. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a long roll of it, and I'm just gonna try to kind of crease it up and roll it up and push it down in there as best I can. This is trial and error, you know, no one's gonna get the perfect size right off the bat. But what I'm doing here and off screen is I'm just twisting the cotton to make sure I can get it thin enough to where it can be pushed down. Now, I don't think this is too much cotton. The website does not specify how much to use exactly. So, you know, Ant Shack, if you see this video, please let me know if I'm using too much cotton. Don't know if I've got it all the way down there, but no, I definitely don't. Okay. Alright, so I used a pin to push the cotton down some more. It did not budge, so I think it's in there. I feel like that's pretty good. I don't feel like water's going to leak through there, so I'm not going to put water in it just yet, just because I want to put this aside and show you guys the outworld, which is right here. Now, what I'm going to be doing is hopefully I'm going to be able to show you guys how to properly set one of these up. And quite frankly, the Outworld kits come with everything you need. Now, normally I do my own sand that I get from a pet store, but I think this time I'm going to give the Ant Shack a try with what they provided with the Outworld, which is this rock. Since Camponotus pennsylvanicus is going in this, I feel like the lighter rock will look good. Kind of pop the ants off, you know. You want to be able to show your ants off in their fancy new homes and their Outworlds, so, you know, it doesn't hurt to go on ahead and just pour it all in there. I hope you're supposed to pour the whole bag in, because that's exactly what I did. Now I'm just going to use my hands to spray it. Spread it, not spray it. We're not spraying anything in here. Doesn't have to be perfect if you don't want it to be perfect, but I kind of want it to be a little presentable. I know it's going to be shaking around like that a lot as time goes on, because I keep my ants right now not exactly on the floor. I keep them on a little bookshelf on the bottom shelf, so, you know, someone might accidentally stumble into it, knock it over, shift some of that rock, but I think it'll be okay. So now that we got the nest set up and the Outworld set up, what I plan on doing is connecting the Camponotus test tube to the nest. I'm not going to connect their current setup to the Outworld, then to the nest, like kind of like this, where it'd sit like this and the old setup would be on this side. Just because I feel like that'd be a lot of ground to cover for them with all their eggs and stuff, and it would be a lot of ground for the queen to cover, and I don't want her to feel stressed out during a move. It should just be quick get in, kind of relaxed type thing. So I'll show you guys the accessories we got for the Outworld. I'm going to use just a normal Ant Shack feeder, not the split one. I do have a split one that's going to go in there eventually, but I really want to test how they do with just this one. I've got 2 liquid feeders. I've got one still in the bag here, but there are 2. I'm going to put water in this one And then I plan on putting the Biformica Sunburst syrup, I believe is what it's called, in this one. So they get, not only do they get their water, their hydration, they also get their carbohydrates, because I believe that is like a sugar. So, you know, they'll get everything that they need in the outworld, as well as their proteins. Now I got this jelly from Josh's Frogs. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can check it out. But I got it for the ants. It's got protein in it, and I believe it's got a hydration additive in it because it is jelly. So it's just something sugary and sweet for them to eat that also gives them their necessary protein. But they're like 68 cents. They're little small containers. I'll show them off whenever I get them in, because I plan on doing a video on what all I keep in my ant room at all times coming up soon. So without further ado, guys, that's going to do it for part 1. I will show me hydrating the nest and attaching the ants in part 2. But guys, stick around for that. I want to get these out as soon as I can, back to back, so that way you guys can see them, and so that way I don't have to worry about them while I go on vacation. So guys, like I said, next video we'll attach the ants to this nest on probably this side, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.